that. Are we good? Can I drop this?
Yeah, you can.
How you doing, everybody? My name is Doug Yullenbrock, and I'm the Director of Events with FMCA, and this is Barb Filer. She's the Events Manager. And my name is Doug Yullenbrock, and I'm the Director of Events with FMCA. Wow. Who is that?
You're good. It's on delay.
So we're here today to just, we're about a couple weeks, 3 weeks away from the convention in Perry, March 13th through 16th, and we're here to just answer some questions that folks might have before they head down. Most of the folks who we're probably talking to are first timers, and we found that first timers do have quite a few questions that once the person does it once, they kind of know, but we want to make sure that your trip down and your arrival and all the things that happen during the convention go well for you. So, we encourage you to send us some questions. I have a couple questions here already that we'll start off with, and just kind of go over some of these things. A lot of it's basic stuff. Some of it's a little bit more involved.
Hi, Rob and Donna. Welcome.
Jeff Thompson wrote, and this is one of the questions we received recently, are the seminars a first come, first served basis, or is there a place to sign up for them? And the answer is, Barb?
All the seminars are open and complimentary for everyone. The only first come, first serve would be if the seats fill up, and it may be standing room only because some of the seminars are more popular than others. The only other thing you sign up for, ladies, are the crafts, and those begin Wednesday 8 a.m. You will sign up for the different crafts and pay for them in advance, and then you'll be given a ticket to attend. And then I think there is one other phone app class that's a little extensive, put on by the geeks on tour, and that has a fee. But otherwise, all seminars are free for you to enjoy.
The Geeks on Tour one, for the crafts on Wednesday morning, we'll have a special place in the information center where you can come to sign up for the crafts. And I think you have like 15 seats per craft or something like that. So you'll come sign up, make your payment for your craft there. They'll give you a ticket. You bring that to the craft. For the Geeks on Tour, they'll have a booth in the info center as well. And you want to come and talk to them if you're interested in taking their I can't remember. I mean, it's like a couple hours long. It's a little bit more involved than their general seminars that they have during the event. So you'll want to come and talk to them and sign up with them if you're interested in doing that. Let's see. The next question is, my glasses back on. Is there a shuttle to a local food store or a Walmart Superstore? The answer is yes, we do have a shuttle on Tuesday, and that's from 10 to 3?
10 to 3. You'll reach the final shuttle back to the grounds will be by 4 o'clock, and they will take you to the Perry, not only quaint downtown Perry shops and restaurants, but they will also take you out to the shopping area of Perry, which has a Walmart and the larger stores and restaurants. 10 to 4 Tuesday.
I am going to recommend, though, if you do not have a vehicle, I mean, that's the only time we're going to be doing this. So if you don't have a vehicle, I would recommend that you hit Walmart, hit Kroger or whatever before you come into the grounds. It's probably a mile and a half, 2 miles away from the actual grounds where these stores are located. So if there are things that you're going to want to you're going to need before you get there or while you're staying, I would suggest you come and get those things before you arrive to the grounds. Hold on, I got some more here on this one. What was that one there?
How far are arrivals from general parking?
Oh, how far is? I don't really understand what that question is. The arrival area is on the east side of the grounds, off of Elko Road. If you're arriving into that area, you'll be sent in parked from there, and you'll be, folks will lead you there if you have to go someplace else. For our disabled, we're bringing you right in the north gate, so you'll arrive through that gate, and you'll get parked right away. If you are 30 or 50 amp electric, you come in the south gate. We'll pull you up along the road there. You'll turn into the right, right into your parking area as well. So that it shouldn't be much of a problem. Now, if you go to the arrival area and you have to go over to the electric place after to arrival, it's a pretty good little drive, maybe a quarter mile, half a mile or so, but it's not awful. So I'm not really sure about your question and what information you were looking at for there. Another question from Ron, who asked about the shuttle to Walmart. If I need my fresh water filled, do you have someone coming around to do that? We do. There is a water fill area near the dump station that you can do that. We also will have AOK services will be there. You can purchase water, 50 gallons for $25. You'll get to talk to those folks over in the info center, and they can set you up with that. You'll purchase a ticket, whether it's water or septic. You'll purchase that. You'll put it in your windshield or your window or somewhere where they can find it, and they'll come by during the day when it's scheduled and fill you up during that time.
Can we bring bicycles?
Can we bring bicycles? I would say bicycling is probably your most efficient way to get around the grounds. It's probably the best way to get you to where you need to go quickly. The trams work great, the golf carts work great, but if you're on your bike and you can get around, I'm telling you, it's probably the best way to do it. So I encourage anyone who has a bicycle to bring it and use it. It really is, in my estimation, the best way for you to get around. Now, if it's raining or the weather's really bad, it makes it a little bit more difficult. But really, to get around, it's a great method, and we encourage it.
Hi, Patty. Hi, Allie. Book club. Go ahead.
No, go ahead and talk about the book club stuff.
So someone's asking about the book club. So for the second time, we've organized the FMCA Supersized Book Club. If you were familiar with Wyoming, we had Craig Johnson in the Longmire series. So my goal is to find somebody local and kind of in tune to the areas so that we can engage in our surroundings. So I found Loretta Hannon. She's on the top 20 lists of all books Georgians should read. She's got numerous other accolades from NPR speaker, and she's hilariously funny. So your book is the Cracker Queen, and she will be with us on Saturday at 1 o'clock, about 1 to 3, and she will engage you in conversation about her book and her life and her story, and then sign the books for you. So if I've answered that question, but we're really excited to have her, and we hope you enjoy this series of the FMCA Supersized Book Club. And this pamphlet's in your confirmation packet.
I haven't had a chance to talk to our author as Barb has. I've just read some of the things that she talks about, and she's a hoot. And I think you're gonna really like her and some of the things she talks about in her life. And she, as Barb mentioned, she's from the area, so folks around her know her from the Warner Robins Perry area, and I think she'll be terrific to talk about life in Central Georgia and her experience growing up there. Rich Cutler sent an email, and he asked, where do we disconnect the car? The arrival area, and is it the same area we wait to meet up with travel companions coming from another state? You can certainly do that. You can go to the arrival area, which is off of Elko Road. If you look in your confirmation packet, there are directions there. If you are coming in to park in the disabled area or in the family electric area, you can drive right in through there. You don't have to go to the arrival area. Pull in. While you're waiting in the queue, you can, unhook, get yourself ready to be parked, and they'll put you right in. The most efficient way for you to come in and get parked is to come in unhooked. So if you were to stop maybe at Walmart or something a couple miles away, or to get groceries, or stop at the fuel station before you come in, if you're just a few 5 miles away, 10 miles away, I'd say unhook there, and then have your partner drive the tow car in behind you. You'll pull in, and they'll park you right away. You'll pull in, you'll get parked. There'll be no waiting to get disconnected or anything. So that's the most efficient way, but you can do it on site. If you are coming in to meet up with other folks from areas, your friends, go to the arrival area. You'll meet up with those guys there. You can unhook there, get yourself all settled in, and once your friends arrive, then you guys can team up and go get parked. It looks like our producer Chandler is writing some more questions for us.
Yes, we've got some activity. Can I walk through the grounds if I arrive
early? I'm not really sure what that means. You can come onto the grounds to look around. There'll be nothing going on if you arrive early. So, you can certainly come and walk around if you like, if you're parked somewhere else. We will have a parking area out on Elko with our holding area, arrival area. If you're going to park over there for the night, you just want to walk on through the grounds to see where things are, you can certainly do that. If you are a first timer, one of the things we're going to try new this time that we haven't done before is we're going to do what's called a walkabout on Tuesday from noon to 4. We're going to have folks who are going to give just brief tours of the grounds, of the activity areas, of the places where you'll be going throughout the convention to see things, to do things, just to kind of give you an idea of where you need to go the next day when the convention really kicks off. So it'll be a short tour. I'm thinking no more than 15, 20 minutes. You'll walk around the grounds. It's all pretty compact once you get there and find out where everything is, where the exhibits are, where the coach displays are, where most of the seminars are, where coffee hour, entertainment. It's all in a pretty tight area, so it won't take long to do this tour. But I think it's a good idea. That way, the next day when you come in, you'll have an idea of where you're going right from the get-go.
I do want to say that in addition to that is there will be early security that will be stopping you from going into certain areas just because it's, number one, dangerous. They're trying to park the commercial displays and load in and that type of thing. So they will keep you out of certain areas, but I think overall the general flow, but probably the exhibit areas you will not be.
We won't get to go all the way. You won't have access to it. You'll see where it's at, though.
Right.
The same with the indoor exhibits. You won't be able to go into the indoor exhibits, but we can point out where they are so the next day when they're open, you will know exactly where to go when you show up. Somebody's asking about the Mr. Whiskers Criteria. Well, the criteria is you will sign up either as for a beard, for a mustache, or a goatee. There'll be 3 categories, and we'll be judging those categories separately. Once we, choose a winner from those categories, then we will have an overall winner, Mr. Whiskers, between the winners of the goatee, the beard, and the mustache winners. So the criteria is you just got to have real facial hair, and it's got to be yours. We got to be able to tug on it and see your face kind of being pulled away. So there's no fake hair. There's no wraparound hair from, if you got really long hair and you wrap it around, well, no, that's not facial hair. That's head hair that's being wrapped around your face. So that's kind of the main criteria. It's supposed to be for fun, folks. And I hope we have some real interesting facial hair looks show up. I know some people have told me that they're growing it specifically for this, and so that should make things interesting because I'll see some people who I've never seen with facial hair.
That's right.
Which should be good.
So just come to the information center. We'll have a sign-up sheet for what category. We just kind of want to know how many people to expect. So come to the info center. We'll have it there, and then I guess we would have it categorized. I'm a beard. Yeah. Okay.
We got a couple other bike questions. Will there be bike racks? And we will have bike racks around where you can lock your bike to at the different places where you go. There'll also be some places where there won't be bike racks. Now, I would suggest you lock your bike because it has happened where people, have a bike just like yours, or they thought they rode their bike over and they didn't, and they end up taking your bike. Make sure you lock your bike. The second question was, can they ride their bike to RV Basics? And they absolutely can. For RV Basics, we're going to have, it's in the Miller Murphy Howard building in Seminar 1, and we will have transportation over there. We're going to provide a small van. I encourage those who are in RV Basics, they can drive their car over there. There's parking right outside Miller Murphy Howard you can use. But we will have a van there as well where we can pick some folks up. It'll be a 15-passenger van. We'll make a couple runs back and forth to pick folks up if they need a ride over there. We also have some golf carts running around, so we'll have that available as well. But I want to make sure we had something for folks so they're not stuck, trying to find a ride if they don't have something. And especially depending on the weather, I want to make sure that our only transportation is not just golf cart transportation. If the weather's bad, if it's raining, I don't think you want to sit around all day in class with wet clothes. That's just not very comfortable. How long to get info packets? I'm not sure exactly what that question means. We sent info packets out a while ago for most people. Typically, once it leaves our office, it takes about a week. And we do it, every other week. I think we're sending packets out now. So if you have not received your info packet and you registered a while ago, I would suggest you give us a call and we'll figure out why you haven't gotten it. We can always get you an info packet or a registration packet out either in the mail or in the will call that you can pick up. So just let us know and we'll take care of it. We will not have rental bikes. If you have a bike, we encourage you to bring it, but we will not have bikes for rent. We will have mobility carts for rent for folks who need some extra help getting around. Those will be out in the disabled lot. I think it's lot H1 or H.
Right by the north.
Yeah,
gate.
it's right near the north gate. We're going to have that. So if you are in need of a mobility cart, just to help you get around during the show, they will be available out there. I think beginning on Tuesday for rental. Another question. This one's from Stempec through email. Says first time attendee. What do you suggest regarding filling the motorhome water tank prior to parking? I do suggest that you fill your tank up and empty your gray and black before you show up. As was mentioned earlier, we will have the ability to get water on site. But if you come with the full water tank and empty black and gray, you may not have to fiddle with it the whole time you're there. We have plenty of restrooms and showers throughout the facility if you choose to do that. And I'm not sure. There are some travel centers on I-75, both north and south of Perry, that you could probably do some water fills at. So I know when I used to go camping with my dad to NASCAR races, we would always stop, maybe about 25 miles out, fill up with water, and then go in, so we wouldn't have to worry about it when we were there. And we didn't have to travel most of the way with full tanks. So I would say go ahead and do that if you can. There is the possibility of getting water through AOK. There is other water on site that you could fill up with, but it's probably a lot easier if you just do it before you get in there.
The next question was, will food vendors be open? The digital program is now out for everyone to look at in advance. If you need help with that, it's on FMCA.com, the link.
Right.
Plus, I think it was sent out to everyone registered. But in there is a full section on on-ground food services and all the different options that are available to you and their hours. So yes, and there's some very good peach cobbler you must have while you're there.
And the food vendors, most of them won't open up really. I think we start opening them up on Tuesday. There won't be a whole lot open on Monday on arrival, but Tuesday we'll have things open, and for sure Wednesday through Saturday we'll have plenty of things open for folks. The seminar lists are available in the program, the digital edition of the program. If you go on FMCA.com and click the events link or click the events button at the top, you'll see a drop-down list. You go to Information Central and you can find it there.
Can I just add to that? In your welcome bag, of course, there's always changes once things go to print. So this listing will be in your welcome bag. There have been some seminars that have canceled, not too many, or changed their title, but there'll be a large sheet like this. Look at this right away so you know if any of your plans need to change. And then
we got a question about
internet
on the grounds. We do have internet in the activity areas, which is the main seminar, RV displays, the areas that the majority of the people are coming to during the day. There is not either great or any in the parking areas. I would really love to be able to do that, but right now it's not feasible for us to bring something in to do that type of thing right now. It's something that we're looking at in the future, being able to provide full grounds internet service. Some of the facilities that we go to have that. Perry is not one of them. They do have internet service, but it's not full grounds internet. So, if you wanted to look at things on the internet, you're pretty much going to have to come into the activities area to do that. Now they do have very good cellular service there. So just so you know, just because there's not internet doesn't mean there's not really good cell service. That is there, and if you have one of the what do they call it?
Hotspots.
Hotspots. If you have a hotspot, you'll have no problem getting that done.
Before I go on to this next question, there is a kiosk in the info center too. Well, there'll be 2 computers that are available for you to use while you're on the grounds, just in case you need that. Volunteers. We always need volunteers. And the question is, enough volunteers? We never have enough, but we kind of count on the people who want to do it. That's great, and we'll work around that. And then it said FMCA didn't want first timers, and that's not the case really as a blanket statement. It's just difficult for first timers to do some of the jobs because they're so focused on knowledge of a convention and how they work, and just not, I guess, quote unquote, freaking you out because you just don't know enough and you're going to be out there lost. There are some jobs that possibly first timers could do, maybe monitor seminars or I don't know. There's just some basic ones that are tram. You could probably ride trams, monitor trams. But overall, we just kind of want you to relax and enjoy your first time. If we can get away around it, we would, because we just want you're going to be overwhelmed anyway, just parking. And then it just goes on from there. So we just want you to enjoy this first one and lay back. And then come on, we'll take you the next one.
Yeah, I kind of, what Barbara's saying, we've talked about this before, and there are first timers who will come and ask to be, to help out, and we certainly are not going to say no, but we do want you to understand this is your first time coming to a convention, and we want you to be able to experience the convention as a whole and not have to worry about going to volunteer, for 2 hours here or 3 hours here or whatever, and take away from your first time experience seeing it all. A lot of you are going to, you're going to want to do everything, and you're going to find out you can't do everything, and that's, not even including the volunteer opportunities. So we're definitely not going to tell you no if you really, really, really want to volunteer, but we do want you to understand that, we're doing this so you enjoy the experience. You don't go away saying, all I did was work my whole time I was at convention doing volunteer stuff. If you go to a couple conventions and you see that, you've seen the seminars already, you know how to plan your days a little bit better, then maybe volunteering can become a lot easier and more easier to put into your schedule, if that makes any sense. We certainly don't want to, discourage you from the convention just by having you work the whole time. That's certainly not our intent at all. We do need volunteers to do this, but we want to make sure that as a first timer, you are going to the convention and experiencing the convention. We have a lot of different things for our first timers. As I mentioned earlier, we have the Walkabout. We'll have the first timers orientation on Wednesday morning. We'll have the chapter fair as well. So there are a number of things we're going to be doing. We have our mentors program, so you're going to see those folks out there who you can go and talk to at any time and ask them about what's going on at our convention now and what kind of things they've done when they maybe had done their first convention, or what they do now to help them get through convention as far as scheduling and different things. It's an experience thing. That's what we ask for our mentors. We want them to tell you about their experience, how they did it. So it might not be how you can do it or would want to do it, but maybe give you some ideas on how they've done it and how you could do it in the future.
One of the questions was about hotels nearby. Perry does have several hotels. I would recommend going maybe just on one of those search engines right now, TripAdvisor or Expedia, and seeing what's hotels.com and seeing what's out there available. But at this point, I believe Warner Robins would be your best bet to get some better rates. The hotels that are exactly close to their rates are going to probably be a little bit higher, but I would definitely search it because there could be a room or two available. I know there's a Best Western, a Comfort Inn, Travel Lodge right there in that corner.
Yeah,
there's a Hampton.
There's a Hampton not far away. There are probably about a dozen hotels within the Perry area, but Warner Robins is about 10 miles up. The Perry area hotels are probably pretty well booked by now with exhibitors coming in, but the Warner Robins will have plenty of room. I don't think you have any problem there.
The events app.
The events app will be going out, what is today, the 19th? Tomorrow. We will be sending out an e-blast tomorrow telling you exactly how to download the events app, how to use it. My suggestion for you, once you get this downloaded and ready to go play the game. The game is the best way to learn how to use the app. And it sounds crazy. What the game does is it takes you through different scenarios of how to use the app. So I would, highly recommend, once you get it downloaded, play the game. It's going to have tons of great information, and we're going to keep on updating the app as we move towards the convention and once we get into the convention. Anything new that we add, it'll be added there. Anything that we either need to cancel or change the time on, you'll get a notification on that. It's a great tool to have. I encourage everyone to download that app and use it during the convention. Basically, it's this in your phone. So everything that you'll find in here, you'll find on the app. Plus, you'll get notifications. Plus, you'll get a lot of other things that are made to help you enjoy your experience at the convention more. Jen Eccles is the person on my staff who's put this together, and she works really hard at it, along with Barb, who put the program together to make this, as easy as possible for you to find information, know where to go, when to go there, when to be there. So, please, use that information in the app and download it. And we hope to see, we have about half as about half of our attendees have used it in the past. We want to see that number grow to about 70-75%.
It's definitely the most up-to-date information you're going to receive will be on the app. And all the changes that I showed you earlier from this will already be made on the app. So you can trust it. Right.
Well, if we don't have any more questions, we are going to sign off for now. We'll see you in a couple weeks down in Perry, Georgia. It's about 3 weeks away now. We're in the process of really getting things going. Barb has the official Peachy and Perry T-shirt. We'll have those on sale. In the FMCA store. We also have them in a gray version. So please come check those out.
And if you want to look like Doug,
good luck.
forget it.
You don't want to look like me.
These are not for sale.
But I might be wearing it down there.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe. We'll see. We are looking forward to having a great time down in Perry. I know I'm done with winter up here in Cincinnati, and I can't wait to go south. Even if it's 20 degrees warmer than here, I don't care. It's been terrible lately up north, and I'm ready to go and get spring started in Perry, Georgia. And this is kind of always the kickoff to spring summer season for us at FMCA. And I really hope we have some great weather, and I can't wait to see y'all down there. I love when I go down, and when I show up, usually about a week before everybody starts showing up, the place is empty, and I just love seeing it fill up with the motor coaches, the RVs, and seeing all the smiling faces of people coming in and having a good time. So I'm looking forward to it. I know Barb is as well, and we wish everybody a safe trip down. And anything to say there, Barbie?
Yeah, one last question.
Oh, we got another
coming
question?
in.
Yes, if you, I know people have asked this, and we're going to try this for the first time. If you do arrive early, say you arrive on the 10th, the first day you can arrive early is the 10th, which is on a Sunday, I believe. And you would, say your parking day was the 12th or the 11th, and you come in on the 10th and would like to park early, we're going to do that, and we're going to charge you $30 for it per night. So if you come in on the 10th and your arrival day was the 12th, you'll owe $60. If it's just one day, you owe $30. You certainly don't have to. You could stay in the arrival area and park there for free with no hookups. If you want to go and get your electric, it's going to cost you the $30. We've never done this before, at least not recently. Since I've been part of this, from what I understand, it was maybe done years ago. But some of our convention committee folks and others thought we'd go ahead and give it a try, because we do have folks that want to show up early and want to get parked, so we're going to go ahead and do it. We might not do it a whole lot after this, but we're going to go ahead and give it a try and see how it works. I don't think there'll be any problem, actually. Yes, Barb?
Except, will there be this problem in disability, though?
They will be able to do it, but they will have to go to the will call area to do that. So they'll have to go to the arrival area in Elko to be able to do that. We should have, by Sunday, we should have enough electric put up in the disabled area to be able to accommodate that.
Hi,
Emily.
We love you, Emily.
Well, once again, thanks for joining us today. I hope we were able to help you out a little bit. We're still going to be around, so you can email us. You can give us a call if you have specific questions. We'll be more than happy to answer your questions, to help you out. Barbie, you got anything left?
No, just be safe. We'll see you soon.
Take care, everybody.